Arguably one of the hardest things to do in dentistry is matching 8 and 9, but even more so when only one of them had a crown and a root canal treated tooth with a post. Super dark tooth, we're having to build a tooth out of composite and make sure those margins are immaculate. It's not easy, but we're doing it, and what we're doing right now is using, these guys come out of Canada. They are little metal anatomical bands, the shield guys that can help me build my proximal walls. We're taking great care to make sure that the margin in between the margin of the crown prep and the composite is like seamlessly flowable. And this is just big enough to make sure it can follow our mylar. As you can see, I've got that band tucked right where the margin is of the crown, where it emerges with a piece of cord. This guy has like immaculate margins on proximal spaces, and now we're going to block that out with a little opaquer so she doesn't have a black tooth, and all you see is a dentin shade that's just going to match what's going on over here. Very thick, so if I build that entire thing out in a bright composite, it's going to be whiter than this one. So that tooth is dark and it's going to show up gray right at the cervical. So to counteract that, we're going through right now with white opaquer. This white opaquer right at the cervical as deep as we can to block out any gray. If it's shining through the tissue, not a ton we can do about that. That's going to be more of a perio. But for the most part, I can tease this white all the way up here. And where our veneer gets thin right there at the cervical, it's not going to be able to let as much light through. Pink on the color wheel blocks out yellow. This is kind of a lot, but again, I want all that black. I would rather have all that black just gone. Yellow that's naturally supposed to be there is actually a B1 dentin. I suspect that's about where she is in real life. Like her natural shade's probably close to a B1 dentin. We're going to further cover that up and give her a little bit of yellow underneath the white because that's what she's got. I'll give this a little tuck and kind of put it into the spaces that I think she would have dentin. So we're really close now to having similar values here and here. And that's what we want. We haven't done the shape completely yet. We're not done with this shape, but look at the shape of the tooth. Look at the value. It's brighter now. This is our final color. The emergence is perfect. If I were to go down here, for example, with a piece of floss, we use this yarny floss that could get stuck, what we're going to find is there will be no connection. There will be no snag. This margin is cleaner than a crown margin. That's how we do it. And we're going to go back and shape this a little bit more, but I just wanted to show you that's where the value and everything ended up with that.